Hello, one and all. I am Codex the Art Assassin. What is an art assassin? You know the rest. Anyway, so I am drawing today Spy from TF2. I think it's Team Fortress 2. I think that's what TF stands for. Honestly, I know literally nothing. I mean, I watched like one episode that they were supposed to be making an entire series of. This was a request. Guys can check who sent the request in the short I did drawing Maki Zenin, which honestly I really like that short. I'd also like it if you guys would watch the Curious George short, because that's my childhood right there. Hint, hint. Okay, all jokes aside. So, the interesting thing about drawing Spy is that there's a comic version, and then you also have the video game version. The video game version is 3D, so it's really hard to pinpoint a way to draw a 3D character because you have to think in a two-dimensional way and then build up from two-dimensional. Um, my art style is comic book style, so it's going to look a little more 2D and flat. And until I can implement better techniques to make it look less flat, more depth, yada yada yada. So right now I'm using the blue pencil because it'll erase a little bit easier. And I am just trying to figure out the shape because again there are different variations of Spy, and Spy always has that ski mask on, and sometimes he wears a hat with said ski mask. So I made sure he had his ski mask. I made sure I put on the hat. Interesting enough, Spy actually doesn't have your pupils and irises. He'll just have pupils, like really long, elongated pupils, and then he has a cigarette in his mouth, which I forgot to add the smoke as a heads up. So I filmed this video in two parts because it was really late the day I made the first video, and then the next day I just picked up where I left off, where I needed to ink it and color it in. Personally, I enjoyed this drawing. It was an interesting challenge, especially because I've never drew any of the art from that comic. Like I said, to me, it's kind of a new concept because I wasn't playing a lot of video games at the time it came out. And by the time I started playing video games was the time I bought my own computer, my own tablet, and my own things. Because at the time, my parents rather me focus on my study than video games. And if we were to have video games, we were to earn it, or unless if you owned your own device where you can get it. So the games I usually play, since we're on the topic of video games, I play Genshin Impact, I play Zenless Zone Zero, I play Honkai Star Rail, and I play Ark Knights Enfield. And I used to play Call of Duty Mobile, but I kind of stopped because I was getting really annoyed with all the extra stuff. Regardless, currently I'm very big into Genshin and Zenless and Honkai. I want to get a little more into Enfield because there's like a lot of economic stuff, not economic, agricultural stuff involved. Uh, and it's a very interesting power system and a very interesting agricultural system that you've built along the way. I just need to better learn how to use the machine, better learn how to use the machines. Sorry, guys, it's a bit late for me right now, as I am doing the voiceover. So by now, the short of this video should already be on YouTube. Um, I had two songs in mind, which was one was a Frank Sinatra song. I really can't remember the name of that Frank Sinatra song at the moment. And then I decided, you know what? He's a spy. I want a song to involve many faces. So I decided I would choose Billy Joel's The Stranger, which Billy Joel is a very, very great musician, in my opinion. Um, Personally, I wish more of my generation would actually listen to that music. I wish more of my siblings' generation would listen to that music instead of all that nonsense they listen to. People are going to be like, oh, I mean, you're kind of biased and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, listen, if your parents hate the song, then they're most likely right. Because here's the thing: most of my music is alternative rock, grunge, heavy metal. Like little, like maybe 4% of my music involves rap. And then to the more recent turn, I've been getting into Japanese music because there are certain artists that make songs for said anime, and then they have music outside of anime. And I've learned to really love their songs when they go outside of anime. For instance, Yue, I want to say Yue. So Yue does the anthem for the first season, or the first part of the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and she has various other songs. Summer Song is one of them. I personally love that song, though. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't understand what she's saying unless I have the translation. Um, the music from Death Note, banging. It's really, really great. I think the group is called Nightmare, and then you have a weird name for a group, but Creepy Nuts is one. They've done, most people will know their music for Dan Dan Dan. I better know their music from Mashal, Magic, and Muscle, which also, oh, I should have brought that anime up. How did I forget about the manga to add to my tier list? Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to update the tier list video. See, like right now, I'm just kind of rambling on, cause I hate dead air. Like, unless if you have like nice lo-fi music, or something fun in the background, I would have something in the background. But again, I don't like dead air. It's really awkward. Anyway, so we're about to get to the mask. Oh dear. Yeah, so when making this video, I made a handful of mistakes. Because again, I had to move the camera at some point to try to readjust it because the stand was kind of falling over before. So I ended up getting too close to his face, which ended up not showing the little details I did for his hat, which you will see at the end of the video because I have the full length photo. Again, it was a fun challenge. I personally liked it. I was glad I could ramble a little bit about music with you guys. If you guys want to know my taste in music or see the CDs I own, for those who are like, oh, what are CDs? CDs are called compact discs that hold music, which far before Spotify was created, that's what we would listen to music on. In my time, you had streaming areas where you could actually listen to music, but CDs were more common. In my parents' era, bootleg CDs were also common. People would take songs and they'd make their own little remix CDs. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty cool. I wasn't around for that era. I wish I was, because that was cool. Um, Regardless of all that, let's wrap it up. So I am Codex the Art Assassin. What is an art assassin and why does it sound made up? Yes, I know I said I wasn't going to do it in the beginning of the video, but I felt like you guys deserved it. If you guys stuck through the video, then you guys really deserved it. So, yeah, like, subscribe, and share to your friends.